What up guys, ShadyCash here, bringing you another commentary. This one is Team Deathmatch on Radiation. The setup is a Galil silenced, secondary is crossbow, lethal is Semtex, tactical is concussion. My equipment is motion sensor. My perks were Ghost Pro, perk 2 was Sleight of Hand, and perk 3 was Hacker Pro. And my kill streak was Blackbird, Chopper Gunner, and Dogs. I ended up going 36-4 this match. I had been on this whole prestige, this previous prestige. I was 8th prestige when I recorded this video. I just reached my 9th. I just got on this huge sniping kick and really just couldn't stop myself from using a sniper rifle on basically every single map. And well, I tend to have good games with the sniper rifle. I also, I'm a rusher. I just can't help, running up on the enemy team, so I'll try to sit back and play smart with it, and usually I wind up getting impatient, running in, and, still have good games and everything, but it's just a lot harder for me to get those high kill streaks. And this was right before I was about to prestige, so I thought I'd throw on something different, and, just get that high kill streak here, and it ended up working out pretty good. I got it off the first match I played after I put this class together, and that usually isn't what happens to me. A lot of times it seems like when I set out playing a match with a specific goal in mind, like, oh, I'm going to do this, or set out with a contract, and if I play to get the contract, I just have a harder time getting it than if I just get the contract and play like I don't even have it, just like I normally would, and it'll just happen. But it ended up working out pretty well for me this time, and I gotta give all the credit to the Galil. It's probably my favorite out of all the assault rifles. I also like the FAMAS a lot, but I just feel it loses too much with the silencer on it. Whereas the Galil, it hops around, but when you put that silencer on it, it really straightens out the fire on it, and it also does a pretty good job at conserving ammo. I don't seem to run out of ammo as quick with it, whereas with the FAMAS, I usually like to use dual mags with that, just because I do kind of end up drilling people. Usually I'm really good at remembering to shoot my gun in bursts, but I get in some tight situations, run up on a bunch of them, and sometimes I forget and I just have a tendency to hold down on that R trigger, and the Galil just seems to work out better for me. And when you're trying to flank the enemy and stuff like that, it's definitely nice to have a silencer on your weapon, because with Ghost Pro I don't have to worry about anything. I don't have to worry about their UAVs, don't have to worry about a chopper killing me. With Hacker I don't have to worry about running into any claymores or anything like that. When you're rushing, that's really nice. My only problem is I sound like a Sasquatch running around. Be nice, a lot of times it's a toss-up for me, which is better for me to use Ninja or Hacker. It seems like each one of them is about equally beneficial. On the one hand, with Hacker, it's nice not having to worry about all those claymores and anything like that. On the other hand, for me, since I do a lot of running, it helps me out a lot, especially, like right now I'm on this metal surface. Whole time I'm sitting there running across it, you're just like clank, clank, clank. It might be a little bit more beneficial to have Ninja on. I do a pretty good job looking out for claymores by myself. I see the, little red things around the corner, or I'll start going in a door and back up quick, and I usually don't tend to die by them too much, and I'm pretty good at spotting C4 too. I think motion sensors tend to get me, but I spent my first 3 prestiges thinking that Ninja Pro made it so you weren't visible on motion sensors, so must not have been that big of a problem. I guess I don't really have much left to commentate on as far as the match goes. I don't know how many of you guys have Netflix out there. It's one of my favorite things about my game system anymore. It seems like my Xbox never comes off, but you know, every system has Netflix now, and I love it. I actually ended up canceling my cable because of it, which saved me a whole lot of money. And my cable company called me, you know, like a few months later. They're like, hey, you know, please come back, please. We'll give you a digital cable with stars and something for $15 a month. And I was like, sweet, you know, 15 bucks, what the hell. And signed up for it. I had it for about 5 months, and just the other day I ended up taking it back because I was like, you know, I watched two. I'm from Iowa, and we don't have any like pro teams, so college football is pretty big around here. I ended up watching like 2 Iowa games, and you know that was it. I went right. You know, I actually hardlined my Xbox maybe 2-3 weeks after I had my digital cable box. I unhooked it to hardwire my Xbox. Took my cable modem back in the other room and never even bothered to hook it back up. And 2 months later I was like, wow, you know, I don't care how cheap it is, there's no point in having this. So I ended up taking it in and returning it. And I watch a lot of documentaries on Netflix. I don't know if you guys know any good documentaries, let me know. I'll definitely watch them. I just watched the Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia. The reason I saw it, I was like, oh, I'm going to check it out, was because it's produced by Johnny Knoxville and Jeff Tremaine, who, you know, are the guys behind Jackass, so I wanted to see what that was about, a documentary by them. And it's about this crazy ass family that lives in West Virginia that mines for coal. And I mean, I don't see them, you don't see them do jack shit on the show, but like sit around and act retarded. But I mean, it's a pretty good show. It was definitely way interesting. So that's a really good one on there, and it might be one that you passed over. But if you just want to watch like a short hour and a half, something that's kind of entertaining, you should check it out. And I watched the other day too, Cropsy, which I don't know, it's a weird movie. It's kind of like a thriller type. It's a documentary too, but it's about like a child molester type guy that lived in New Jersey, and there's you know, all these like folklore legends about him, and you know, or urban legends or whatever you want to call them. But this kid goes back there and starts investigating it, and the history of this like mental hospital place there is just nuts. But that's it. I guess I'm out of time. So thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video or not, please post a comment and let me know what you think.